Symptoms: fever and sweating, easy fatigability, malaise, palpitations, weight loss and anorexia. Signs: fever, tachycardia with new or changing cardiac murmurs, splenomegaly, Janeway lesions, splinter hemorrhages, Osler nodes, Roth spots, relatively rare. In children, embolic phenomena, microscopic to kidney, results in hematuria. Macroscopic, may cause vascular occlusion, GI, limbs, stroke, mycotic aneurysm, pulmonary, embolism. Investigations: laboratory tests, blood cultures, at least 2 to 3 over a 24-hour period, not only with temperature. Spike: prior to instituting antibiotic therapy, acute phase reactants, sedimentation rate, ESR, C-reactive protein, CRP, complete blood count, white cell count and differential anemia, platelet count, urine analysis, hematuria, echocardiography. Standard transthoracic echocardiography may adequately image a moderate to large valve vegetation and also demonstrate leaking valves. If suspicion for endocarditis is high, transesophageal echocardiography is more sensitive in detecting small valve vegetations in adult patients. Remember, negative echocardiogram does not rule out endocarditis. Complications: destruction of cardiac valve tissue can result in aortic, mitral or tricuspid insufficiency, resultant need for cardiac valve replacement, congestive heart failure, myocardial abscesses with cardiac arrhythmias and atrioventricular block, systemic embolization, potential for stroke or cerebral mycotic aneurysm. Types: patients with structural heart disease. Vegetations occur in areas with a pressure gradient and turbulent blood flow. Valvular heart disease, congenital or acquired, especially aortic and mitral. Valves: prosthetic heart valves, all positions. Postoperative patients, postoperative patches, shunts. Ventricular septal defects, vascular lesions, PDA, aortic aneurysms, aortic coarctation, aortopulmonary, shunts. Patients without structural heart disease, intravascular foreign devices, catheters, pacemakers, ventriculoatrial shunts. Immunocompromised hosts, oncology patients, HIV, congenital immune deficiency, neonate. Intravenous drug abusers. Differential diagnosis: endocarditis must be differentiated from other inflammatory conditions of the heart, Kawasaki disease, rheumatic fever, Lyme disease, post-pericardiotomy syndrome, or from transient bacteremia. Etiology: a bacteremia can occur with various manipulations, dental, oral, surgical procedures, or may occur spontaneously. In most humans, the bacterial load associated with spontaneous bacteremia is too small to lead to vegetation formation. 80 to 90% of cases are caused by gram-positive streptococci, alpha-hemolytic streptococcus, S. viridans, S. pyogenes, staphylococci, S. aureus, and coagulus-negative staphylococcus organisms, rarely but to be considered in immunocompromised hosts, enterococcus, pneumococcus, gram-negative bacteria, Haemophilus, Enteric, Pseudomonas, Actinobacillus, Neisseria, Candida or other fungal species, Aspergillus, Histoplasma, anaerobic bacteria, culture-negative, endocarditis, bacteroids, Fusobacterium, Clostridium, Propionibacterium, Peptostreptococcus. Epidemiology: exact incidence is unclear, however, it is estimated at 1 case per 2,000 pediatric hospital admissions. Even with the advent of antibiotics, incidence of endocarditis may be on the rise in patients with structural heart disease due to higher survival rates of children with complex heart disease. 20% of all patients with endocarditis are less than 20 Y of age. 40% of cases are post-surgical. In neonates, incidence is usually related to indwelling catheters without structural heart disease. 5% of cases are culture negative due to prior treatment with antibiotics, to anaerobic bacteria, or to fastidious, nutritionally deficient organisms. Treatment. Pharmacologic treatment. Endocarditis prophylaxis. Recently revised in 1997. A not required for negligible risk patients. Isolated secundum ASD surgically. Repaired ASD VSD, or PDA6MO after surgery coronary artery bypass grafts. MVP without mitral regurgitation. Innocent murmurs cardiac pacemakers. Intravascular, epicardial, and defibrillators. Procedures for which prophylaxis is not needed are as follows. Dental fluoride treatments, orthodontic appliance adjustment, shedding of primary teeth, respiratory, flexible bronchoscopy, tympanostomy tube insertion, gastrointestinal, transesophageal echocardiography, endoscopy with or without, biopsy genitourinary. If no infection present, vaginal delivery cesarean, section circumcision. A prophylaxis for patients undergoing dental, oral, respiratory, or esophageal procedures is as follows. Note: there is no follow-up dose after the procedure. Standard dosage amoxicillin, 50 mg per kilogram PO1H prior to procedure, or ampicillin 50 mg per kilogram IM, or IV 30 minutes prior to procedure, if patient cannot take medication PO, or clindamycin 20 mg per kilogram IV or PO 30 to 60 minutes prior to procedure.